Pressure holding. Taking cruise. Achieving orbit now. Switching over to standard engines. Integrity looks good.
Hey, got some news for you. That computer core you gave me, I asked an old friend to help me poke around inside it, see what data we could find. Oh, just someone I knew from Neon. His name's Shadowline. That's not his real name, of course. It's more like an alias. He's a cyber runner. You know, hacking, cybersecurity, digital warfare, all that good stuff. We kept in contact after I left Neon. Good guy. Sure did. Now, I already knew Watchtower likes to dabble in cybernetic tech. One look at Gren gives that away. But what I didn't know is just how varied and niche their tech can be. Body mods, organ replacement, and a whole series of neuroamps. And Watchtower ever commercialized, they put Ryujin out of business. Anyway, what we managed to pull data on is blueprints for some of Watchtower's neuroamps. Only basic models, but still, nothing to thumb your nose at. I'm no expert, but from what we pulled, looks like Watchtower's got amps that can boost someone's ship flying abilities. Think, faster weapon locking, sharper maneuvering, basically anything to turn a regular pilot into a seasoned pro. Not me, no. First, I asked Gren if he could build them, but he said something about him being engineer, not a doctor, which got me thinking. I just so happen to know a few doctors, and at least one who has experience in cybernetics, Dr. Lane. So I asked if she'd mind joining us here. She agreed, and now we got a medic to treat ailments. Also, she can research and build Watchtower spec neuroamps. Not bad, huh? If you're interested, go to the new infirmary and talk to Dr. Lane. She can fill you in on the specifics. Now, anything I can help you with? Huh. I hadn't thought of that, but I suppose it's possible. There's a whole bunch of people and organizations out there whose only job is to find information others would rather remain hidden. If we passed along the means on how to search and scan for Watchtower outposts, they may be able to find them for us. Of course, it'll cost you. These guys aren't going to help us out of the goodness of their hearts. But if you're willing to cough up the credits... Just got fresh stock. Take your pick. If you want. Just don't make it weird, okay? Huh. Good question. I'm not even sure I know the answer. To start, it was 'cause Torin seemed to care about you. And well, since he's a pal, I figured I'd pitch in. But now, I don't know. You're different. You've got that same spark Torin does. Just feels right that I lend you a hand. Or maybe I just feel sorry for you. You know, you being such a charity case and all. Kidding. Maybe I help just 'cause I like you. Sometimes these sort of things are as simple as that. Well, guess there's no harm in sharing. Like I told you before, grew up in Neon, not exactly a nurturing environment. My folks kicked me out when I was 14. Guess they figured I was either too much trouble or not enough of an asset. Spent the next few years scraping by. Petty crime, odd jobs, whatever kept me fed. It was rough. Lost hope more than once. After a while, I figured there was nothing for me in Neon. So I got out, left it all behind. I joined this company, the Field Surgeons. Kinda like freelance medics. They go around treating people who can't afford real doctors. I didn't even have any medical training. Mostly, I just joined to get out of Neon. But I didn't mind the work, and it felt good to help people. Anyway, eventually all the rules and regs became too much for me, so I took what credits I earned, bought myself a junker, and just set a course wherever. For a time, I just jumped from port to port, never staying anywhere for too long. That is, until I heard of a derelict star station off the beaten track. I was curious, so I went to take a look. It was just a wreck. Abandoned, forgotten. Kinda reminded me of someone. I don't know why, but I decided to plant my flag, start fixing the station up bit by bit. And now it's freedom, safety, even home. Guess that's what I needed. Fair enough. So, back to business? Wait, before you go, I've been thinking some more about those spy arrays. I've managed to gather a little more info on them. It's not much. A lot of it is guesswork, really. Still, I think you might find it useful. The arrays seem to be linked in a sorta network. If a critical major array is attacked, you can expect a more aggressive response from Watchtower. As well as any of the less important minor arrays it was linked to self-destructing once the major one has been destroyed, and they lose connection. But perhaps if you were to destroy some of the less important minor arrays first, it will lessen Watchtower's reaction when you attack a major one. And you'd be able to salvage more components too. But how you go about it is down to you. You'll have to decide on a strategy you think works best. I've made my notes on my terminal. Feel free to check them out for yourself. Might also help you keep tabs on the systems you've already cleared. Anyway, that was all. Later.
Hello again. I'm glad you're here. Since we last spoke, I've been thinking things over. I believe I found a way to mine additional data from Watchtower computer cores. Data that would let us upgrade your fleet command system, or perhaps even figure out new types of ship modules or systems. So the next time you have spare cores, you'll need to decide what type of data you'd rather I extract. I can't give specifics, but additional vessels, new systems, perhaps even new modules. It'll depend on what data we can mine. One more thing. I've documented how to build a remote fleet command system terminal. I'll forward you the schematics. You can build a terminal aboard your ship, granting you remote access to the main system here on Stardock. Now, was there something you needed? We can do that. Are you sure you want this? Give me a moment to extract the data. Done. The system upgrade will allow you to commission an additional vessel. Reloading your Skydrop modules. Stand by. Return when you're ready. Speak. Understood. Perhaps we can also install a Skydrop.
No organics here. Valuable minerals, perhaps.
Neutralize. Station.
Time to get to work.
At risk. Structural integrity compromised. System integrity at risk. Invalid. Registering. Structural integrity compromised. Emission. Procedures.
Well, if it isn't my second favorite troublemaker. More intel? I'll just boot up the algorithm. Won't take a minute. We got one. Intel shows a listening post in a far-off system. Oh, and those other slates you handed over? They also gave up some post locations. Sending the details your way. Up to you if you want to check it out. Take care. All right, see you around.
All right. Ready for me to proceed, or do you need a moment to consider? Give me a moment to complete the data extraction. The fleet command system is upgraded. You can now add another ship to your fleet. Your skydrops will be restocked shortly. I will remain here.
Will we be taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
My directives include ship maintenance and station assistance. Interaction complete.
We cannot breathe here, which means one more way to potentially die. Let us have some fun, then.
Initiating combat protocol.
Time to get to work. Time to earn our keep.
found your stash of emergency chocolate. Don't worry, it's safe with me.
No breathable atmosphere. A little extra excitement, eh?
I sometimes imagine what it might have been like to grow up with no ground. Clouds everywhere.
No more hostiles.
Show yourself!
I can handle this.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Shield integrity compromised.
They have anything of value? Sort of mining operation. Big enough that they constructed.
Shoot to kill! This will force him out!
Good to see you again. Don't suppose you're free for a chat. It's about Watchtower. First, though, if you'll indulge me for just a second, I have a small side tangent. I just wanted to say, the whole fleet thing, you've done a first-rate job. True, you could have more ships, but maybe that's just me being greedy. The amount you've got clearly works just fine. Anyway, I'm glad you took my advice about building a fleet seriously. I have little doubt that's why you're still here, and not in some Watchtower cell. Right, sorry, distracted myself. We were talking about Watchtower. So far, the fleet you've put together has kept Watchtower at bay. Clearly, we hit on a strategy that works. But that doesn't mean we're untouchable. If we get complacent, it could end up spelling our doom. So I want to do a little recon. Find out what, if anything, Watchtower might know about our current operation. You up for a little adventure? Nothing too crazy, relatively speaking. I know where we can find a Watchtower database, one that's been freshly purloined by a gang of spacers. If we can get access to it, using Gren's decryption program, I should be able to hack the database and pull Watchtower's most recent intelligence reports. If there's no new mentions of us, then we're in the clear. Nothing to worry about, at least for the time being. In that case, I don't know. There's bound to be some record of us on the database. I mean, it's not as if Watchtower don't know who we are. But so long as nothing indicates a change in their tactics regarding us, I think we should be good. Once we find the database, I'll have a better idea as to our next move. That is, if we need to move at all. Here's the coordinates for the station that's holding the database. Once we arrive, I'll be boarding the station with you. So, let's get going.